How you doing? I'm David Sanchezi, and I'm going to get into this story, but I want you to decide if you're in the right place before I get into this. If you've been called a deplorable, ultra-MAGA, or misogynist, or racist, a homophobe, a xenophobe, a white supremacist, a supporter of white supremacy, a Nazi, a fascist, an Uncle Tom, a terrorist, a threat to democracy, or a conspiracy theorist, then you're in the right place. Okay, I want to get into this story because it's near and dear to my heart. I'm sure it is to all of you, and it's about a judge who just ruled that the New York City COVID-19 vaccine mandate is null and void, and the city has to hire back all the people they fired. In my eyes, it justifies the things I've been saying over the last year. It validates what I've been saying, and it's not because I feel like I know everything or because everything I say or I have more knowledge than other people don't. It's just the fact that I have been reading. I've been reading all the studies. I've been listening to the doctors who have been taken off of social media, and you get the right information from those who are being banned by the system. What I've learned, if anything, within the last couple of years is if they're taking you off social media, if you're getting attacked by the media, you're probably telling the truth. You're probably giving out information they don't want you to know. So those are the people you have to listen to. So let me get into this story right now. Judge tosses New York City COVID vaccine mandate, orders fire city workers back pay. New York City's controversial COVID-19 vaccine mandate for municipal workers was enacted illegally, and all employees were fired for refusing to comply must be immediately reinstated with back pay, a state judge has ruled. It's time for New York City to do what is right and what is just. Staten Island Supreme Court Justice Ralph Parizo wrote in a decision made public Tuesday. I'm not going to read the whole story. I'm going to pick out the pieces I think are important. I'm going to put in the description and you can take a look at it yourself. Chosowski violated the workers' substantive and authority to permanently exclude them from their workplace, Parisi said. Chokski is the city commissioner on health. Chokski's order and another that extended the mandate to private employees and a related executive order issued by Mayor Eric Adams was arbitrary and capricious and violated the state law, the judge said. Adams' March 24th executive order exempted athletes and performing artists from the vaccine mandate. The vaccination mandate for city employees was not just about safety and public health. It was about compliance, Parizo wrote, a judge with facts. Here comes the part where most of us who understood what was happening and what is going on are proven right. His ruling came in response to a suit filed earlier this year by 16 sanitation department workers who were fired in February for refusing to get vaccinated. And then it goes on to say, Parizo also noted the Big Apple's nearly 80% vaccination rate before saying that we shouldn't be penalizing the people who showed up to work or at great risk to themselves and their families while we were locked down. And here we go. They all claim and provided laboratory documentation that they had natural immunity to COVID-19 from prior infection, he wrote. I just saw a video with Ron Paul, and he was speaking to Dr. Fauci, and he talks about how Fauci had said this previously, and all of a sudden under CV-19, he acted like natural immunity no longer mattered. So there you go. Parizo said, experience from the pandemic has shown that the protections provided by vaccinations are not absolute, with breakthrough infections occurring even for those who have been vaccinated and boosted. Boom! And there you go. And this goes back to what just came out saying that the pharmaceutical companies never tested to see if it prevented from transmission. And there you have it. But here is where him and I venture off a little bit. He added that his ruling is not a commentary on the efficacy of the vaccination, but how we are treating our first responders, the ones who work day to day through the height of the pandemic. They worked throughout with protective gear. They were infected with CV-19, creating natural immunity, he wrote. They continue working full duty while the exemption requests were pending. They were terminated and are willing to come back to work for the city that cast them aside. In his decision, Parizo also cited President Biden's recent assertion that the pandemic was over and Governor Kathy Hochul's September 12th announcement that she wouldn't extend New York City's pandemic-related state of emergency. And there you have it. Anyway, it goes on. And like I said, I'm putting in the description. You could take a look at it yourself. But again, it goes on to validate what I was telling people. In fact, people have called me today stating you were right about this. And again, I don't feel great that I was right about it. I wish none of this ever happened. In fact, those of you who follow me know that I am a retired NYPD and that I had a lot of friends calling me. They didn't really know what to do. They were not sure if they should take it. And I told them, listen, you do what's best for your family. I myself didn't take it. And many of you know I was fired, not from NYPD because I'm retired, but I was fired from another job that I had. And eventually I got work again. So I believe if you don't stand up for what you believe in, then your beliefs mean nothing because you don't live by what you believe in. And I'm a very serious proponent of that. I believe I know it's an old adage, but if you don't stand up for something, you will fall for anything. And I drew the line at being forced to take something I did not think was necessary or that I just didn't believe in. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.